Sean Diddy Combs admitting he wanted to die.
Jesus Christ. The first day of the trial, did you pay attention to any of that stuff? I looked at it for like 10 minutes this morning. I was like, I gotta stop. I can't look at this. No one talks about it.
Do you think P. Diddy is in prison waiting for the Clintons to just kill him?
Just when you think you've heard the last about Sean Combs' Diddy, another news from out of nowhere knocks you off your feet. The latest on the disgraced music mogul is that he has a plan to escape because he's scared that he might die if he doesn't, and one man is giving us all the insider info. Joe Rogan dropped a massive bombshell during his show and set the entire internet aflame. And now everyone wants to know, why is Diddy scared that he would die in prison? If Diddy plans to escape, will he be getting inside help? Everyone is just bursting with curiosity. So if you want to find out what Joe Rogan has to say about Diddy escaping from prison, then this video is for you. Well, let's get into the video. If there's one person that has been very vocal about his distaste for Diddy, it's Joe Rogan. He never misses an opportunity to speak up about all the many atrocities that Diddy has committed. Joe Rogan has always talked about how people with power seem to be infected with a sickness that makes them think that there's no limit to whatever they can do, and Diddy is not an exception.
What else is taboo? What else is forbidden? Like all this Diddy shit that's coming out. Like,
I was just gonna say, doesn't that sound topical?
Jesus Christ. The first day of the trial, did you pay attention to any of that stuff?
During his podcast with Guy Fieri, he said couldn't even watch the trial. He just watched it for 10 minutes and that was it. And really, who can blame him? The things that Diddy has been alleged of are enough to make a grown man scared.
What freaks me out is the people sitting in the courtroom listening.
And Rogan was not just reacting with disgust, you could tell that he was overwhelmed. And the details of Diddy's trial were so vile and shocking that he had to disengage and he had to ask, how long will such acts go unpunished? Well, Rogan didn't have to wonder for too long. On October 3rd, 2025, Diddy was sentenced to 4 years in prison and a $500,000 fine, as opposed to the 11 years that prosecution fought for, with his lawyers even arguing for 14 months, which is crazy because serving 4 years is a small price to pay not to talk of 14 months. At this point, everyone began to suspect foul play because the judge basically acquitted him on all the charges of and racketeering, despite the numerous evidence against him, and only gave him 4 years. I don't know about y'all, but there's something suspicious definitely happening because people serve way more time for way less offense, and that's exactly what Joe Rogan thinks. First off, they made the whole Diddy's case way narrower than it was supposed to be, because remember when the whole situation started? And there were talks of other high-profile celebrities being linked to him, and the whole of Hollywood was literally shaking in their boots. But all of a sudden, no names were released, nothing was said, even though the FBI went to Diddy's home and claimed to have seen videos, pictures, still nothing was released. It's almost like the government is hiding the document.
Just trying to get the documents, like when they're trying to get the Epstein files, like they're the state of New York. One of the district attorneys was they were hiding documents.
There are probably so many powerful people on the list, maybe even some government officials. That's why they are trying to keep everything hush hush and give Diddy a lesser sentence just to protect their own names.
I think there's so many powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied.
Joe Rogan also called out the celebrities that attended the parties and how they failed to talk about all the bad stuff going on. He mentioned LeBron James, Ashton Kutcher, Donald Rawlings, who have all at one time said that there's no party like a Diddy party.
What is going on?
It's coming.
You know, how many guys were on video saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party?
Things even get shadier because out of nowhere, the U.S. Department of Justice mysteriously fired the prosecutor who was working on the Diddy's case, and she was also the same prosecutor who worked on the Ghislaine Maxwell case. So she already has a good track record, but for some reason, she was still fired.
Meanwhile, sources say the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey has been fired from the U.S. Attorney's Office in New York.
Is it a coincidence that she fired just after Diddy was sentenced? I think not, because already from the beginning, it already looked like something was off with the entire Diddy's case, and now this? It's almost like Diddy is making some moves behind bars, moves like trying to escape prison, perhaps? Well, it would seem Diddy has actually found a way to avoid prison. He has filed a fast-track appeal, and there's a possibility that he might even be released by next year or even this summer if he is lucky.
We are going to turn now to Sean Combs' 2028 prison release. It's now moving up, and I've got our criminal defense attorney here, Bernarda Villalona, with me to break this all down. Bernarda, it is good to see you here. So people are searching. They want to know, when is his new release date?
Yeah, so the Can't Hold Me Down rapper is now expected to be released on February 23rd of 2028. So originally it was supposed to be in May of 2028.
At this point, it looks like he is trying to escape prison because first he gets 4 years and now he's going to get less than that. If this isn't him trying to escape, then I don't know what it is. Oh, and it even gets worse because while Diddy failed to get a jail-free pass from the president, he has also found a way to lessen his sentence yet again, because now rather than him being released in April 2028, he'll be released in February 2028. But there might be more to him trying to escape prison, because word on the street is that Diddy is not safe behind bars and there are active threats on his life, and also the conditions he is exposed to is affecting his mental health. No surprise there. I mean, what was he expecting? A 5-star resort with people to wait on his every need? The warden for the prison also stated that most of the inmates would probably want a piece of Diddy, because for them to kill or injure a man like Diddy, it would be a huge medal of honor for them. Even if the inmates don't get to Diddy first, his mental health might get to him, because during his first few days in prison, they had to put him on suicide watch because they were scared that he was going to try to take his own life. And even in his letter, the judge, he also made mention of wanting to kill himself because of all the things he had done. At this point, it seems Joe Rogan was right. Diddy is trying to escape prison because he has become a target, and he is doing everything possible to make sure he doesn't serve his sentence. This one fan said the court system is so horrific, probably because they are releasing someone who committed such terrible crimes way earlier than they should. This other fan also said that the victims of Diddy's crimes probably want a harder punishment, and they can't be satisfied by the micro punishment that Diddy has been given. Knowing Diddy, all these so-called attempts on his life could just be another ploy for everyone to pity him and allow the court to release him on time, because that's really all he cares about at this point. So do you think Joe Rogan is right and Diddy is trying to escape prison? Or do you think Diddy might die if he doesn't escape prison? Let us know your thoughts. Leave them in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this.